Hello, everybody. I hope you are having a fantastic day. Um, I'm really excited about this live. It's going to be fantastic. We have Kebie Whitehead joining us. She is a social media coach and she helps. Hi, Sarela. Thanks for joining. She helps people take their business to the next level online. She is a mother, she's a wife, she's amazing. I'm just going to approve her and add her on. I'm really excited about this. She's going to share a little bit about herself and she's going to, yay, it worked. No trial run needed.
Hey there.
Hello, Kiwi. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Thank you. Hope you are doing great.
Oh, I'm amazing. I just got back out to Lavoy, so got just literally walked in the house. So, yeah. Well, thank you so very much for joining me today, Kiwi. I appreciate it more than you know.
Thank you for having me. Yes.
Yeah, it's fantastic. So, like I was saying, Kiwi is a mother, she's a wife, she's a social media coach. We are in the same company together, and she is rocking it with online for herself and for helping people take their business to the next level online using social media to do so. So I'm going to hand this over to you, Kiwi. Can you share a little bit about yourself, about your past and who you are?
Yeah, sure. So my name is Kebie, and I have two kids. They're 8 and 11, and they literally grew up in the industry of network marketing. So my son was actually 2 weeks old when I signed up in the industry. So they're entrepreneurial kids, and they've just really grew up and evolved with me. So backtrack 8 years ago before I joined the industry. I was a hustler. I worked two jobs. I went to college while I worked. I was just somebody who wanted better, but I didn't know how to get it. And the industry was brought to me, and I was like skipped over by friend after friend. People knew they were in the same company. Nobody came to me. I was on nobody's list. And I just did things a little different. My upline kind of left me, deserted me. And I'm really grateful for that because I had to get out there and learn it. And what I realized in the industry is that you can't just sign up, you have to sign up and get trained. So I'm really big on investing in training. I spent my money that I did not have back then to go to sales training because in network marketing, direct sales, call it what you want, it is sales, right? So that's all good. Hey, that's how we do it, right? We just fit
Yeah.
in. But my background is healthcare, and I just worked the front desk in healthcare. I wasn't a nurse, but I worked my way up into consulting. So I do that as well. And I run about 5 businesses, but I've learned to evolve and work for myself and be my own boss. And with that has been a huge investment in training and skill. So I'll turn it back over to you, Laura.
Awesome. That's fantastic. And sorry, Kiwi, how long have you been with our specific company?
Yes, I've been with Zija 5 years, and I was with a previous company for 3.
Right,
So
wonderful.
I hit my 5 year mark in February. So I'm like in my 5th year right now. Yeah.
Awesome. That's beautiful. And do you mind, before we get into more of the social media stuff, what drew you to our company?
Yeah, that's kind of interesting. I went on just somebody I trusted. So, like I said, in the company I was in previously, the person that signed me up left me. I really didn't have a good relationship with that person, but I still built. She did her thing, I did mine. And when our company kind of went away, because I'm very loyal, I stayed till the ships burn. That's just the way it is with me. I'm not going anywhere. I believe in building a foundation and staying put. So I did that. And when that company left me, I had to look for something else, but I trusted the person. So that person was Joel McNitch. And I loved him because he helped me in the other company and I wasn't financially tied to him. But when
Hmm.
he had a team huddle, if we were at convention, he had a team huddle, he would say, "Hey, Kebie, come here, share your story." And he always included me and he always was nice to me. And that's what matters. It's about building relationships, not making money, right? At the end of the day, it's relationships. And I can remember one convention we drove to. I drove from North Carolina to Texas. We had a car full of our team. Something happened with the hotel. The person that had checked the hotel in, their flight was delayed. And so we were all sitting out in the lobby for about 2 hours after driving 14 hours straight. Do you know everybody in my company walked by us and said, "Hey, y'all," but walked by. And the only person that stopped and said, "What are y'all doing out here? What's going on?" was Joel. And I don't forget that. Joel said, "Kebie, you and your team go to my room, freshen up, use the bathroom, do what you got to do. That room is yours." He run all his team out and let us come in. So I know that's just a story I wanted to share because it's incredible the type of person he is. And in that company, Laura, he was a presidential, which is the top, like that's far as you could go. So he was so humble enough to let us come and take his room for about another hour till they got our room. But, we were exhausted sitting out there and nobody cared. So, with that, just some training here that people are watching, it's about people. At the end of the day, it's about people and caring for people and helping people. And they don't forget that. So, when Joe called me and said, "Okay, Kebie, we're going here," I said, "Here's my visa. I don't care what it is, who it is, sign me up with you." And that's how it went. So I had no idea. So I can't say that I joined Zija because it was Zija. I joined Joel. And thank God it was a great company. But I knew it would be because Joel is a 20-year veteran in the industry. I mean, he knows what a good company is. So I followed somebody who cares about people.
That's fantastic. That's a wonderful testament to Joel. And I don't personally know him very well. I met him briefly last year, but maybe he's someone I need to reach out to and get to know a little bit better.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for sharing that. So Phoebe, tell us a little bit about what you do now, and if you're okay with it, can you share some tips on using social media? I have a ton of people that follow me that are in some sort of networking company, or maybe they're wanting to use social media and they're not in network marketing, but they want to utilize social media. There's some definite right ways and wrong ways. So can we jump into that a little bit?
Yeah, yeah. So my background in coaching, I guess you would call it business coaching. I love one of my clients. She messaged me today and said, "You're not a business coach. You're actually an online marketing business strategist." I'm like, "Okay, I'll take that." So we're going to be revamping my website to that. So I do not train Zija people. Let's get that straight because I do have lots of people who are in Zija, but it's not about Zija. It's about building you. Okay, so the first tip I can give is that everything you do online is your brand. And you don't want to build your company as a brand, you want to build you. So it's about you and what you have to offer. But I have real estate agents that go through my training. I had a lady who cleans houses, anywhere, any company in the industry. I do a lot of makeup folks, jewelry, one lady that sells clothing. So all types of different folks that go through the social media coaching. And what kind of tip are you wanting today? Like, what's a real good one you want to really for me to talk about?
Let's do what not to do on social media.
Yeah. Okay. So let's go through some do nots. Well, the first thing is tying yourself to a company, plastering your company name all over the place. Like we talked about our company here subtly, but if you go to my page, I'm not tied to one thing. I do a lot of things. I'm Kebie, and here's what I have to offer. So look at yourself and say, Here's you. This is your brand. Now, what do you have to offer? And I tell people all the time, you could up and decide to write a book one day. So then now you're a published author, but you're tied to this company. Well, it's not all about that company you represent. Your life will evolve, especially if you get a good coach. If you get a good coach, a mentor that'll believe in you and help you rise you up, you could have multiple streams of income, which is what I believe in. So the biggest do not is don't tie your company, don't brand your company, brand you. Another thing I see a lot is that people build different accounts. So they'll have like a Facebook account for this company, 2 Instagrams, 3 YouTubes. I'm like, what the heck? It takes enough energy to build a following on one platform. So you work one thing. You've got one Facebook, one Instagram, one YouTube, and it's you. You are the brand. What do you have to offer? Okay. And then some other do nots, just off the top of my head, do not talk political. Never ever. If you're in sales and you want to earn income, if you don't earn income online, then go talk what you want. But if you're looking for customers, you've got to be very careful with politics and sensitive topics, because you could potentially lose a client because of an opinion, and we don't want that, right? We want to be super positive at all times. The next thing is don't put people in Facebook groups without their permission.
This is
So,
a big one.
yeah, so we use the MAT, and everybody has their own thing, but we use MAT, which is message the person and say, hey, Laura, I'm going to put you in this group. It's called this. You're going to love it. I don't ask, I tell. So I'm like, you're going to love it. We have testimonies, education, and free giveaways. You'll love it. Okay. Then I add them. Then I tag them in a welcome. So many people don't do that. They just add people to groups. They don't even welcome their people. So you want to use the MAT formula where you're messaging to ask them, adding them to the group, and then tagging them in a post. Another do not is watch any post where you use the word you, or any lives or any verbiage where you use the word you because you're talking at people. So you want to replace the word you with I. So I see a lot of that online too, where people are like screaming at you and like, who's you? Who are you talking to? And
Yeah.
then again, when you do that, you're running off clients or running off customers. So anything else I can hit on?
Yeah, I think I just to go back to one of those points you made with the politics, I think religion is in that too, correct? And
Yeah.
like that those sensitive topics,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I teach my clients that it's great to pray for people and it's great to embrace your religion or your spirituality. Don't hide who you are. But at the same time, when we go around saying, oh, praying for you, that becomes negative. So take that offline. You can still pray for people and you can still tell them you're doing that, but you want to do it through private message instead
Hmm.
of going under post and resurfacing things. And I'll tell you one thing I'm seeing a lot of, and I don't know why hospitals are not stopping people from even being able to take a cell phone in. Here in the U.S., we have HIPAA. It's huge, and people's their privacy is being violated with these pictures online of them in hospitals. Like you're taking a picture of somebody laying there unconscious, and you're saying, pray for Susie. I get that, but send that stuff in private text. And besides, if I was laying in a hospital bed, I wouldn't want somebody to take a picture of me. So we got to put ourselves in other people's shoes and really think before we post. I teach people that in my class every week. You're going to hear, before you post it, you need to think about this. And is it serving someone, or is it serving you? Or, what's going on here? Is this going to be a post that's purposeful and meaningful? Is it going to be content that adds value to people or devalues people? So we got to be real careful what we're putting out there. We are building our brand every minute. We're online, we're building it. And hey, if you're doing nothing, then you are sowing the seed of nothing. So you're going to get back nothing. So just not doing anything is bad too. So we've got to have balance, and we really need coaching and training, to be honest, because this is a lot more than just learning on a live. I can give like a few basics, but at the end of the day, it's really about investing into your business.
Absolutely. Those are awesome tips. Um, Now, I know we're going to keep this really tight to about that 20-30 minute mark. Is there anything that you can suggest as far as the back end of social media, the messenger?
Okay, we use that a lot. I love the messenger for voice audio. You and I did a call today because you're in Canada, and here in the States, we have international calling, but we're still charged by the minute. So I think you guys have better plans than we do. So we got to be mindful of that. If we're building global business, I have a team in South Africa. I can't talk to them on the phone. My cell phone would be out the roof. So
Yeah.
Messenger is a great way to communicate globally for free. So if people have internet, you just use data. But I'll do voice. I'll send like a nice message to my team or customers through voice. Um, or I may do a video. We can do a video now. I don't know if you knew that, but you can hold the button down and do I don't know, it might be a minute. You got a minute to do a quick video, and those are so personable.
Yeah.
I'm getting huge feedback on that feature. But we also do that for three-way connection, which every business has that. Just like, to give you an example, let's just say you're a coach or trainer and you have somebody that wants to refer someone. Well, what I tell them to do is put me in a Facebook chat with that person and you set up a three-way connection, right? And then I'll come in and introduce myself. Well, we can do that all day in our network marketing. So like third party calls are old school. Not that they don't work. I still do those. I still utilize my upline. But trying to get three people scheduled together when you're on different time zones and you're trying to make a phone call is very difficult. But if you use that Facebook Messenger, you can put your upline, you, and the prospect in the Facebook chat and say, like, let's say it was me, you, and Candace was the prospect, and I brought Candace to you. I would set it up and I would say, Candace, here's Laura. Laura, here's Candace. She's wanting to know more about this. And I wanted to introduce you guys, and we can do this typing, voice message, or a video. So it's so personable, and everybody can communicate that way, no matter what time zone, no matter what uh, cell service you have. Like, it's so convenient. Anyway, I get off on left field with that because I love that feature. It's made me a lot of money. I'm like, I love it. So we need to be implementing this into our businesses. It is something we have to learn. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think it's so funny, Kibi, because I actually never thought like, yeah, I use the voice message one quite often, but I never thought to send a video, and I'm comfortable with the video until you sent me a video the other day, and I was like, that is so so smart. Why have I not done that? Because it makes it that much more personal.
Yeah.
And yeah, it just changes the game just that little bit more than
Yeah.
a text, and even a little bit more than the voice. So it's a great feature.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, so Kibi, what is one thing you would tell your brand new network marketing self now with the knowledge you know?
Well, to be honest, I actually did all those do nots. So I would say go sign up for social media, and I mean result proven classes. Listen, I would promote three other social media trainers other than me. I'm not like the cream of the crop best. There's lots out there, but there are a lot of people out there who have not field tested their training as well. So
Hmm.
there's people claiming, well, I can teach you social media, but they've not built anything. So when you're hiring a coach, you really want to look at what they've done online. And it's not about money. I'm not saying you need to hire the top person in the top network marketing company. I'm saying look at what they're doing, and are they doing what they're training you to do? So you want to be trained, if you're in network marketing, by a network marketer who has built online business. So for me, to answer your question, everything I teach, I implement. So I have scraped my knees. I've done the wrong thing. I know what works and doesn't work because I've been there, done that. So I'm just carving out some of the bad stuff that I've already done, right? And before I ever implement strategy, I use it myself. So just like the new video that we do, right? Like I've been using that for 3 months. I'm not going to tell nobody about it until I use it and I see if it works. We get hit with all kind of apps. Oh, this is a new app. That kind of stuff will keep you paralyzed in your business. So I tell, when people come through my training, I release them right away of that we do not need to use all those apps. You just need to master one thing at a time, right? So I would tell myself, take social media training and do not get online until you do, because I ran off a lot of people at first. I did the wrong stuff. I still see things come on my time hop. Have you seen the time hop that Facebook gives you in the past? And I'm like, oh, Lord Jesus, I need to delete that because I was bad. And I read it and I was like, I would never join me like that, right? So it's good that I get to see that resurface so I can tell myself again, I won't never say that again. And the thing is I have to own that, even though my upline may have trained me to do it or whatever. We have to own what we do. So that was me. I did it. I made the decision to say those things. And I've also went back to some people who actually defriended me, and I said, what did I do to offend you? We're not friends anymore. And every time it was because I talked about money. So
Mm.
we should not be talking about money online ever. It's not about how much you make and how you need this or that, or devaluing jobs. That was the big thing I did because I was so mad at my job. And when I walked away, I was like super happy. But I was negative about I was, blanket statements saying jobs keep you just over broke and stuff like that. That ran off a lot of people because you know what? 98% of people have jobs and they don't want to feel bad about it, right? So just some things like that if I could go back, I would have never said, because there's relationships I burned that I can't get back. Some of them I got back because I apologized, but some of them are gone. And the thing is, that's value I could be adding to that person. They could be adding to me now, but I messed up. So I would tell my past self, stay offline until you get a coach and you hire someone for social media coaching.
Amazing. That's great information. I know people tend to drop like flies sometimes, and I am very cautious about what I say online. But I've definitely put just over broke. I've definitely talked about jobs and stuff like that. So that's a great reminder. So thank you for that. I've lots of value there for me for sure. I hope everybody else is getting value. Please drop a 1 in the comments if you're getting a ton of value from Kebie today. This is so amazing. So I'm gonna let you go here right away, but before you run off and carry on with your busy day, Kebie, what is one thing that you think everybody should know about um, online or our industry, and what is just something that you think everybody needs to know about and be?
Yeah, so I would just kind of close out with that. If I can do this, you can. I don't have a computer degree, no IT background, none of that. Anybody can learn to be online. And for me, when I joined Joel, I told him, Joel, I got to do it my way because I've spent 3 years away from my kids and I just can't do the coffee shop thing anymore. I can't go out every night and meet people face to face. That just will not work for me. So I want to join you and I want to earn money with you and I want to bring people and I want to serve, but I can't do it the way you do it. And Joel said, Kebie girl, go do it. That if you don't know Joel, that's him. He's like, go do what you got to do, girl. And he's completely supported me. So when I come into Zija, I built online, even when nobody's doing it. People said it wouldn't work, whatever. I didn't care. It's how I had to do it. and I went on. I'm a six-figure earner in Zija online, very part time. I do Zija part time. I understand less than 10 hours a week because I do other things. I'm very part time, and I've been able to do it from home. No miles on my car. I don't meet people in coffee shops. None of that. So what I want to tell anybody, it doesn't matter how many kids you have. You're a single mom. If you, I feel like a single mom. My husband works second shift, so I'm here with my kids by myself. They're entrepreneurial kids, and I'm so glad, even when they were really young, that I taught them that mommy's on the phone, mommy's working. Even though I'm home, I'm working, and I was able to work with them and train them up. And now it's just super easy because they're older. But anybody can do it online. Anybody can fit it in. You just got to learn skill. And by the way, if you can see this Facebook Live and you can get on Facebook or you can order off Amazon, you can do it. That's all the skill you need is just being able to move around a little. So any business, it doesn't matter what business you have, but especially network marketing and direct sales, if you'll learn to do it right, you can catch 5 to 10 leads a week in your business. Easy, where people are coming to you and you're not hunting down people. That's one thing I won't do is call all my friends and family and bug them. I'm not going to do that. So for me, it's about who wants what I have. Let me share what I have and educate people online and let people come to me. That's so much sweeter of a deal. So
Absolutely. Wow. That's amazing. Kebie, thank you so much. There's, like I said, I already said it, there's so much value here. And I really hope that everybody is getting value. Please drop those ones in the comments and let me know. My 3-year-old is needing my attention now, so I think that's our
yeah,
cue to wind this up before he starts crying. So
yeah.
I apologize for that. So Kebie, thank you so much for being here today. I appreciate it so much. What an You have so much knowledge, so I really look forward to working with you more, and learning more from you as time goes on.
I appreciate this. I'm super grateful, and I hope to see you at Summit.
Oh yes, I will be there.
We will
I
be.
will be
I'll
there.
give you a big hug.
Yes, I'm actually opening up my schedule, Kebie, if you need makeup done. I have a schedule done up for anybody that's going to any of the leaders that are going to be there, so we can
Oh,
talk about that.
okay. Yes, yes. I can't wait
So,
to see you in person and work with you more and talk to you more. I want to interview you as well on your book. Can't wait.
oh, thank you. I look forward to that, and I want to learn more about your book as well. Kebie is also a published author, so I really look forward to learning more about what she's done there and what that looks like for her.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Laura Lee, so much.
Thank you, Kebie. Have a fantastic evening.
You too. Bye bye, y'all. See ya.
Bye. All right, everybody. So thank you for joining us. Again, if you got value, please drop a 1 in the comments. If you want to learn more about Kebie, maybe Kebie, if you're still here, maybe if you want to drop your link in the comments for anybody about what you do and how you can help them create their refined business online and with the social media. So if we can put